All right, I've left my vehicle behind and I'm gonna hike around the state park here in Kansas, get a primitive camping permit and test out all my gear. Work on hanging a bear bag and setting up my tent, checking out my sleep system. I'll be out here for 2 nights and do a lot of walking in the meantime. It's not hiking through the woods, but I think it'll still be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So the sun just went down right as I got finished eating, cleaning up, hanging the bear bag, getting camp set up. I got a little late start today. Started out this morning finishing up some freeze-dried foods and then reorganizing my pack, taking things out that I didn't need, adding things in that I did need. And this will be my first night camping. It's supposed to get down to probably 25 here tonight. So we'll see how the equipment holds up. Right now, with the sun just going down, it's just now starting to get chilly. But I'll be putting on my thermals, merino wool, and I'll be in my puffy and hopefully stay super warm tonight. All right, made it through the night. It was a little iffy, not really, but I'm glad to say that no bears got my bear bag. It was hung up with care, and no bear traveled 1,000 miles to get my food bag, so that was awesome. Did get cold last night, down below freezing, well below freezing. The bag held up well. The tent did well. Sleeping pad kept me warm. Everything was wet this morning. We had about 85% humidity, and I'll have to stop and dry everything out later, but it's supposed to be nice today. We did have a ton of geese flying over last night, so it was just a noisy racket all night. Coyotes going crazy, geese going crazy. Really hard for me to sleep until about midnight, 1 o'clock. I did lay down in the tent about 7, watched a movie, and just couldn't fall asleep. But I was toasty warm inside the sleeping quilt, so I can't ask for much more than that. I did get a good night of sleep eventually. Woke up a little early this morning. The exposed parts of my face were just really cold. So all in all, great test of the equipment, and I'm looking forward to getting out here and walking around today. All right, on top of a gear video today. I got in 8 miles, dried all my gear out, and now I've got camp set up. I've got my bear hang ready and cooking my supper. So we're having tonight some tater tot casserole that I just made right before this trip. So we're waiting on the water to boil, and as soon as it does, we'll get the water in there, let it sit for 5 minutes, and eat. I've got to hike back to the vehicle to refill water. That's my water supply out here, and for morning, and then I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired after last night. Well, the tater tot casserole was delicious, but I'm still hungry, and I happened to, when I get to refill the water at the car, I had a couple packages of other freeze-dried foods in there just in case. Now I know I need to grab cookies or chips or crackers or granola bars or something to eat alongside with a pint of food, because I'm still going to be hungry. Good morning. I got up about an hour ago. When I got up, there were some deer sitting up on this hill here right outside of camp. They had been sleeping up in the grass up there. They just watched me mosey around. I got my bear bag down, got me some coffee going, and so last night got down to about 33 degrees. I was really comfortable inside my sleeping quilt. 33 degrees is just about perfect for that quilt. If it gets much warmer than that, I won't have it strapped down to my sleeping pad. But yeah, today's my last day, so just kind of taking it easy here at camp. Made me some coffee and some breakfast, and then I'm going to pack up here once the sun gets up a little higher and go do about 5 miles. I've done about 15 miles so far this weekend. I don't know how many more of these trips I'll get before I leave. A lot of stuff going on with the kids having basketball and needing to go get new glasses and a few other things. I've got some Boy Scout stuff still to take care of after all that. Then maybe I'll have a little bit of free time. All right, so some things I learned from the Shakedown hike this week is I've gained a lot of confidence in different aspects of my hiking. Gained confidence in my sleep system, that it'll keep me warm at night. My clothing will do its job. I was able to hang a bear bag successfully twice, and feel confident that I can do that. Other than that, I think that I can leave a couple things at home that I had in my bag. Sorry, I was post holing through the snow here. A couple things I can leave in my bag, or leave home from my bag, are an extra set of merino base layers. I'll have my set for sleeping, but I don't think I need a second set. If it gets below like 20 degrees, I could grab the pair out of my sleep system and put them on to walk in during the day. Otherwise, I'll have my windbreaker pants. Yeah, so with the windbreaker pants and shorts, that should be plenty to keep me plenty warm. Right now I'm hiking, started out at 33 degrees in a pair of shorts and my long sleeve shirt, and I feel just fine. So if it gets down below 20, I'm probably not going to want to sleep outside at night, because then it'd be getting down to around the single digits, and I don't think my sleep system's safe for that. So I'd be putting on my merino wools. If they got wet or sweaty, I'd be trying to find a place off the trail to stay. So the other thing is, I don't think I'll need my sleeping bag liner. I'll probably keep it with me anyway, just for safety's sake, until I get well past the Smokies. Just because you never know. If I don't get a weather forecast and get trapped out there, I want that extra, they say 15 degrees, but even if it's 5 degrees, just an extra comfort level. But as far as my clothing goes, the upper layers I think are dialed in pretty well. I should be able to stay plenty warm with what I have. And then once it gets warmer, I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, the shakedown hikes went really well. Glad I got out here and did this. It's been kind of perfect weather for it. Cold at night, but decent during the day. And I'll have to stop and dry out all my gear before I head home, but probably in another hour or two I'll be heading home. So thanks for watching. Okay, so I got everything pulled out of my pack, drying everything out again. But this is the stuff that I did not use while I was doing my preparation hike here. Spending 3 days out at the lake and hiking and camping. So the Crocs I didn't get to use because of all the snow that was around the picnic table that I was in the campsite I was in. But here's the other stuff. I've got the pump sack for the Nemo, an extra bandana, the trowel, my first aid kit. I've got yak tracks, my sleeping bag liner, spare clothes, and rain gear, and my electronics, the 2 little black straps, and my clippers. So with that, I've got to decide out of this stuff what I don't really need to take, and try to lighten my bag a little bit more. But as far as everything else, I did use everything else that I have while I was out here for 3 days. So looks like everything else is coming in pretty handy, and I think we're getting it dialed down a little bit better. It's getting closer to start time, so I need to.